A former Janesville mayor has died after an incident in Bloomington last week. Mark Novak served as Janesville's mayor from 2010 to 2012 and was most recently living in Bloomington, where he was reportedly beaten to death early last Thursday morning. 44-year-old Adam Roaring, a relative of Novak, is currently in custody and is charged with murder of Novak and attempted murder of Novak's wife. Police say that no motive has been found and that the incident is still under investigation.